It's probably not the first time I've used drugs, and I'm
Well, I
pretty
don't even
sure.
know why you throwing in the qualifier. It's probably not the first time you've used drugs unless you've lost your memory. Court is calling 2025 CR 0027763, State versus James Charles Webb Jr. Do I have parties announced?
Fair Sandwich with the state.
Orlando Castañon for defense.
And are you Mr. Webb? Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Webb, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Judge. Waiving count two.
Any objection?
No, Judge.
Did you review the admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
All right, you have a lot of bass in your voice. You need to speak up so the court reporter can hear.
Okay.
All right. And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and count one, you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 to 4 grams. That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state will call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you are giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Judge.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Believe so.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Webb, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, state is proceeding on count 1. They're asking that your punishment be assessed at 4 years in the prison and they're recommending community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea?
So you understand they're recommending probation, community supervision.
Yes.
Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Judge.
State?
Yes.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 4 years and there be a TAP evaluation. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense as charged in count 1, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Any evidence?
Containing exhibit with attachments.
No objections.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Just that we ask that you follow the agreement, Judge.
All right, do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
How long have you been using?
I honestly don't use. I just, to be honest with you, Your Honor, I had
Please
lost
be honest.
I had lost my sister,
Mhm.
and I don't deal good with stuff like that. So it was just that's what happened, and I used because I didn't want to feel.
All right, see, I find this odd. And let me just tell you what I find odd. You're telling me this is the first time you've ever used.
I'm,
And so I always ask people, if this is the first time you use, what is the thought process? Did you just go and find some people you knew who had drugs and bought drugs? That doesn't make sense to me.
I just wasn't thinking. It was a stupid.
No, here's the thing. You want to tell me you don't have a drug problem? That is fine. You know what's going to end up happening? I'm going to send you out into the world. I'm not going to give you any drug treatment because you're telling me you don't need it. You don't have a drug problem. If you end up testing positive, a motion to revoke is going to be filed. I'm going to notate on the docket sheet that you told me you didn't have any drug problem. So if you test positive and you come back here for drugs, I'm going to be like, no. You said you didn't have a drug problem. So why are you here testing positive? So now's your chance. Does your client have a drug problem?
Judge, he was caught with drugs. I think that he may be in the process of needing to accept accountability for his past actions. I don't know whether he has a drug problem or not. He's indicated to me that he does not.
No, it says they searched him. He's like, I might have some meth in my backpack. So I'm going to ask you for the last time. And then after this time, I'm not going to ask you anymore. Because you're saying in all honesty, and what can I tell you? Usually when people come to me and they say, in all honesty, what they're about to tell me is not in all honesty.
May I just have a moment?
Sure.
Step back. Judge, I've spoken with Mr. Webb, and I believe that
it's probably not the first time I've used drugs, and I'm.
Well, I
pretty
don't even
sure-
know why you're throwing in the qualifier. It's probably not the first time you used drugs unless you've lost your memory. Either it's the first time you use drugs or it's not.
No, ma'am. It's not.
All right. And so what have you been using?
Well, just marijuana and methamphetamine.
All right. And you use meth more than once?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I don't even understand why the dishonesty. Obviously, obviously the state wants you to have probation. If I'm going to give you probation, I want you to be successful on it. I take no joy in sending people to prison.
I'm my apologies.
What is your criminal history?
Um, I have not really too bad. I have
Any criminal history is too bad. You shouldn't have any. So let's start, elevating our thinking
yes, ma'am.
that any criminal history is bad.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
can say, you know what? This is the criminal history I have. I'm trying to improve myself. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So what's your previous criminal history?
I have a card with the marijuana. I do have mostly marijuana, theft or evading. Nothing too extensive. This is
Anything is too extensive.
Yes, ma'am.
All
I'm
right.
sorry. I'm just-
No.
I don't believe you have any violent.
No,
criminal
I'm not a
history.
violent person at all. I'm a God-fearing person, honestly.
All right,
But I messed up.
thou shalt not steal.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So do you have any gang affiliation?
Oh no.
Who's your support system?
Older sister and God, and that's about it.
All right. And you're telling me you do not have any children?
Oh man.
All right, that's a good thing. How far did you go in school?
I have some college. I have an associate's, and I have a whole bunch of like trades and stuff like that.
All right, what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
Well, I want to become like a counselor, honestly, for the youth. That's
Well, you need
ultimately
to
my
work
goal.
on that.
Yes, we do.
All right, court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 4 years in the prison, suspended for 4 years, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 30 days of release, no employment as a home health care provider with minors, TAP evaluation and referral to felony drug court. That can be done in custody. What will end up happening, felony drug court will be able to see him before the week is out. Be honest with them. It's a tough program, but it's a good program, and they will help you get your life back on track with employment, with, your college or whatever you're planning on doing. You understand? There's going to be 200 hours of community service restitution. If you obtain some type of trade school certification, or if you obtain your bachelor's degree, community service hours will be deemed satisfied.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have a place to live? All right, so they're going to be field visits for 8 months, and it'll be once a month. Probation, is there anything else he needs? All right, and I'm going to do 60 sober meetings in 60 days. That's your AA meetings, but they call them sober meetings now. All right, do you need anything else for me to be successful?
I have a quick question.
Sure.
How long do you think it would be until I would be released
Oh, felony drug court will see you this week.
this week?
Yeah, they'll probably see you this week. They have a quick turnaround on seeing everybody. At the latest, maybe Monday. And the reason why I say that, because Friday's a holiday. It's Good Friday. So I know the court system, the courthouse is closed on Good Friday here. I know in some other counties, maybe not, but here in Bear County, they close it. So at the latest, they'll see you on Monday and you'll probably be released on Monday. But if, all right, that's why I threw in felony drug court. So if you're honest with felony drug court, I know that felony drug court will accept you. It's a hard program, but it will be perfect for you. All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Sure.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor. Can I,
Mhm.
be honest with you real quick?
Sure.
Um,
Well, I mean, are you being honest with me?
yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
I have I'm like my girl's primary source of income right now, and I really, really need to get out like as soon as I
Okay,
can.
let me ask you this. Why are you her primary source of income?
I'm all she has as well. And
Well, doesn't she have a job?
she came with me, and like I said, I flew out here when my sister got sick and she passed away, and I haven't even got to go and like.
Where's her family? We can go off the record. Where's her family?
She doesn't have any family either.
Oh, no, people have families. Sometimes people burn bridges with their family and their family are just done with them. Maybe her family said, hey, if you want to go to a city where none of our family is and follow this guy who has these criminal charges, that's on you. You don't recommend that you do that. Now these are called consequences. So she probably needs to pick up the phone, call her family and said, I made a mistake. If she thinks she made a mistake, or either she's going to have to get a job and support herself. So,
May I be excused, Judge?
yes.
Thank you.
Yes. And probation, this is an application as well. Court is calling 2024 CR 009895-03, State versus Arminio Rangel. Can I have parties announced?
Rick Manning for the state of Texas.
Good morning, Judge. Alfonso Cabañas from Mr. Rangel.
And are you Mr. Rangel?
Yes, I am. Yes.
All right. Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I did, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Rangel, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, I did, Miss.
And did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Yeah, yes, I did. Miss.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Proceed on count 2 indictment and we'll waive count 1.
Any objection?
No objections from defense counsel.
Did you review court admonishments with your, okay. Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it, sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, I did.
All right, you're charged with injury to a child or elderly or disabled person, bodily injury as a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in, the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes,
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
yes.
Did you understand that the court would grant your application for deferred adjudication if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked? The court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes,
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He did, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Sir, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
no,
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
no,
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
yes, that's right.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, I am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, I did.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count 2. Punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 4 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. State will be silent on your application. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, and there's to be no contact with the complainant. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Yes,
Did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea?
yes, miss, I did.
Defense,
Yes, Your Honor.
state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, I did.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged in count 2, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence?
State officer, one, all attachments.
No objection to states one and attachments, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, I did, miss.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in, the right to remain silent?
Yes,
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
yes,
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. State, have you had any contact with the complainant? All right. And do you have any input? Well, I know they're silent. Do you know if they're objecting to his having deferred?
would object to the third, Your Honor, yes.
Okay, all right, thank you. And the reason why I'm asking that, counsel, is to see if this can be taken care of today.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let me review the documents. All right, so court is going to find there's a sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. And counsel, how old is your client?
62.
62, Your Honor.
And let me see the complainant's age. All right, so they're going on an injury to the elderly, vitally injury or disabled person. I don't know. He's not disabled, correct? All right, the elderly part. All right, if you all want to, I can reset this for sentencing, do a PSI. PSI is going to take about 8 weeks. Or if y'all want to call it back sooner, I can ask that the complainant appear and I'll make a decision on the application.
Judge, if we can do it back sooner, depending on the court's availability, I would appreciate that.
All right. Oh, the complainant is here. Do you all want to proceed with sentencing now?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Let's bring the complainant up.
I'm right here.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Joe F. Ramirez.
All right. So state, I know you're silent. Defense, any objections to the court asking the witness questions, or would you just like to ask questions?
No, Your Honor, no objection to the court.
All right. So how long have you known the defendant?
Oh, like about 15 years.
All right. How did y'all first meet?
Well, I used to buy drugs,
Okay.
and I met him at a connection.
All right. And let me just tell you about that. Everybody's life starts on a certain place, and hopefully we're improving it. Okay. So you all have known each other for 15 years. How did it come that he lived with you?
Well, he drove up on me one day and he said, I need a place to stay for about 2 weeks. And I said, oh, okay. 2 weeks, okay. And then he came back and he told me, hey, well, I'm not gonna make it. Can you give me more time? So yes, okay. And then he had told me that if he needed to leave, he would. Like my kids wanted to come back home, he would get up and take off, no questions asked.
Mhm.
I'll leave. If you need the room back because of your kids. And the deal came up where they raised the rent and
And so the children were going to be put out and he wanted them to come stay with him?
my grandson, his wife, and the 2 kids, and my daughter needed a place to stay. Well, I got a home, and I've held my home because in case of an emergency.
And so you want him to leave because, and it's understandable. So you wanted your daughter, the grandchildren to come because their rent had been raised.
They didn't have money to pay.
Mhm.
And,
Oh, no,
and-
I
and
understand.
then I told him, I said, remember what you told me when you came?
Mhm.
And that if you needed me to get up and leave, I would leave. So, and he didn't say nothing. And
So this is what I want to tell you. So he's asking for probation. And I have a choice to make. If I give him probation, he can't stay with you. I'm not going to allow him to contact you. So his driving by to talk to you, whatever friendship you had with him will be considered over because I won't allow him to contact you. Do you understand?
that's what I want to.
All right. So I'm leaning towards giving him probation, not allowing him to come near your home, not allowing him to contact you at all. All right. Do you have any problems with that?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I
Now,
just
let me ask
like,
you,
whatever has coming to him, well, it's okay. And then, I'm sure he understands the consequences now.
let me ask you this. Did you have any bills related to this?
Uh, well, I got insurance, right?
Mhm.
And I use my insurance.
Did you have to pay a deductible?
Yes.
What's your deductible? How much was it?
Um, ma'am, I don't know, to be honest with you.
All right, so here's the thing. You don't have to give it to me now. What I'll do is I'm gonna order him defense.
Yes, Your Honor.
If there's a deductible, I'm gonna order that your client pay whatever the deductible was.
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
because I'm looking at the injury, the mark on the face, I don't know if EMS was called out for the mark on the face or not, but if EMS was called out or you used EMS for this, he's gonna have to pay for that, because I know that's
Oh, yes, I
expensive.
think I got a
Okay,
bill for that.
all right, so what I'm telling you, defense, there really is no need for a restitution hearing. If there's a deductible and you give the state proof of the deductible, he's paying for it. If you give the state proof of the EMS bill, he's paying for it. You understand?
Yes.
Now, with regards to the room that you allowed him to live in, were there any damages to that room by him?
Um, No.
Okay. Is there anything else that I can do with regards to conditions for him that would make you feel safe?
Uh, I believe this was enough,
Okay.
that he did what he did and I did what I did. And that's it.
Okay. Well, thank you. Let me just tell you, number one, thank you so much for dressing appropriately for court.
Yes, ma'am.
I truly appreciate that. And thank you for giving me some insight into your relationship with him. And now I understand, because sometimes there are not things in the police report, and I always want to know about that. But I will tell you this, if somebody comes to live with you and you're allowing them to live with you, they really should understand. At the end of the day, if my children need to be here or my grandchildren need to be here, they're going to trump your being here. So thank you so much, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
No, thank you. All right, Mr. Rangel,
Yes, Your Honor.
when somebody asks you to leave their home, you need to leave their home. Because at the end of the day, unless somebody has children like the children from Children of the Corn or Rosemary's Baby, and even in Rosemary's Baby, Mia Farrow was like, no, this is my baby.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, their children are going to be chosen before you. They're going to be put above you. The grandchildren are going to be put above you. And when somebody asks you to leave, maybe they should give you some extra time to leave, but maybe they won't. No. Do you look like you're losing this case? Do you want to lose this case? All right. So this is what the court is going to do. The state was asking for a cap of 4 years. I'm going to give you your deferred. If you are unsuccessful on it, you're looking at 10 years in the prison. Do you understand? So here's your choice. If you want to go along with the cap of 4, I will sentence you to 3 years prison today. Otherwise, you're going to be on 8 years deferred adjudication probation. Which would you prefer? The 3 years in prison or 8 years deferred?
8 years for peace.
All right, so it's going to be 8 years deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment or SSI within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's going to be restitution to the complainant. Joe Ramirez for the EMTs and also for whatever deductible. And of course, defense if the insurance paid for the EMTs then. And there's to be no contact with Joe Ramirez or the location. And counsel, I need a trial court certification. I don't have that. Or Park Village, San Antonio, Texas, 78227. Field visits, 1 time per month until further notice. 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order anger management. Once anger management is complete, then the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be a $1,500 fine, and that will be probated. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Well, I'm on methadone. I've been 4 years clean from heroin.
All right, there's going to be a TAP evaluation out of custody. I'm sorry, TAP evaluation and a referral to felony drug court in custody. Well, congratulations on your sobriety. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
that.
Thank you very much, miss. God to give me, only God can get me there, miss.
Yes. All right, do you have the trial court certification?
Judge, I believe it should be,
I don't see it unless I'm missing it. It's not in here.
Judge, I was given an extra one. We'll sign it.
All right, thank you. And state, thank you so much. All right, did you review the trial court certification of defendants' rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Without me very much that I can do, considering the court's schedule and order and in responding, I understand.
All right, thank you very much. All right, so then if you want a record, I'll give you a record, but I'm not gonna order any restitution. He'll have to seek other avenues. All right,
Judge,
yes,
and can we just confirm the restitution that was ordered the last time we were in court?
I think it was for Arnulfo Bernieda.
Yes.
The amount of $8,700, more or less.
I have
let
70.
me tell you what I have.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, there is to be for Arnulfo Grenada. It is, I have, yes.
He said thank you to me and I said you're welcome.
Oh, okay. I have $7,600. Is that what everyone has?
That's what I have
Yes,
written
Judge.
down.
All right,
And then for James Tarter, nothing, correct?
yes.
Okay.
All right, and the reason why, and you know what, let's go on the record. Court is calling 2024 CR 3316 State versus Ezekiel Neely. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Andrew Harris, State.
Good morning, Your Honor. Alfonso Cabañas for Mr. Neely.
And are you Mr. Neely? All right, so this restitution hearing was called so that the complainant could provide an itemized list of expenses related to this cost number. State, is there an itemized list?
No, Judge.
And what the court will say is we have had a restitution hearing in this case on October 17th, October 31st, November 21st, December 3rd, December 10th, February 6th, and it was set for February 7th, but the court was in jury trial. And then it was recalled for today for restitution hearing in regards to Mr. Charter. The court has set this for a restitution hearing many times. Defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, with regards to Mr. Tarter, I'm requesting a zero restitution amount since there's been no proof submitted by Mr. Tarter to the state of Texas.
All right, that will be granted. There will be no restitution under this cause number to Mr. Tarter. Mr. Tarter will have to seek other avenues in regards to restitution. Is there anything else?
And then, Judge, I believe that should be, I hope, the last defendant. And so I'm hoping that this is the last restitution hearing for Mr. Neely.
We all can hope, but I think that was the last person. If there's someone else, then the court will entertain it.
As far as I'm aware now.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Adrian Morales.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. All right, where are we? This is a hearing.
Yes, ma'am.
So have you all had a chance to confer?
We have, Your Honor.
All right, court is calling 2025 CR 002-830 State versus Adrian Morales. Can I have parties announced?
Andrew Harris, State.
Sergio Ibarra for Mr. Morales.
All right, are you Mr. Morales?
Yes, yes.
All right, so the court received the first violation report. It's for high reading. Have you all had a chance to confer on the violation?
We have, Your Honor.
And is there agreement?
I believe there's a, yes, we're in agreement with the recommendation of the state, Your Honor.
And what is that recommendation? And nothing else?
Right there.
I'm sorry. Nothing else, Your Honor. From that, I'm happy to explain to the court, and
Yes.
he would be happy to explain to the court. he had had family over. When I talked to him about this, he had mentioned that, he had no intention to drive. I don't intend to have any drinks outside of the home, but I explained to him the requirement is no drinking whatsoever. I understand his intentions, but now that we've had a chance to talk about it, and I said in no uncertain terms to abstain from drinking alcohol, he's perfectly fine and he's able to meet that requirement, Your Honor. I do not anticipate any further violations.
This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to continue with eviction interlock. I'm going to add the alcohol awareness course. I'll ask that fees be waived, and there's to be 60 sober meetings in 60 days.
Understood.
And your next court date in this court, you're already set, I believe, for May 15th.
Yes, ma'am.
All right?
Yes, ma'am. Thank
You're
you.
not allowed to drink.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Understand.
All right.
Fully.
Thank you. Once, does he need a reset form?
I don't believe so, Your Honor, but just to be on the safe side, I probably will ask for one.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, they're already set in the system for May 15th. If you could give him his reset form and double check that there's no issue with it.
Thank you, Judge, for your
You're
time. I
welcome.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you.
All right, Amanda Hernandez. Hello.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Doing well.
All right. So I have the fraudulent possession of identifying information and possessing the gram. Where are we on discovery?
And I do not know it right now. The answer for that is my granddaughter wanted to help me this morning and she pulled the wrong Amanda Hernandez's file out.
Aw,
And
do not throw her underneath the bus. I will not allow that on this day.
I know. I love her to death. And I probably will never tell her she did this.
No, you will not tell her that. And if you do, I'm going to take you into custody.
Some people do not understand the power of a district court judge. I do, Your Honor. It's
So your attorney brought the wrong file. So we can recall it. When would you like it recalled?
as soon as possible. The state has indicated that they need to talk to a victim on the family violence case and that they have suggested the 21st of this month.
All right, well, we'll bring you back on April 21st. And Ms. Hernandez, if your attorney wants you brought back sooner, then we'll bring you back sooner.
Okay.
All right, thank you.